Have you ever wondered how the life of a mathematical genius unfolds? Let's delve into the life of Paul Erdős, one of the most prolific mathematicians of the 20th century. Born into a Jewish family in Hungary, Paul's life was marked by tragedy from the start. His two older sisters, just 3 and 5 years old, succumbed to scarlet fever days before his birth. This devastating loss cast a long shadow over his parents, Lajos and Anna, both mathematics teachers who became incredibly protective of their only surviving child. In this cocoon of safety, Paul's mathematical journey began. His parents ignited the spark of curiosity, introducing him to the world of numbers. Little did they know, their son would grow to be a luminary in the field, his brilliance illuminating the path for generations of mathematicians to come. However, the outside world was far from serene. Paul was barely a year old when World War I erupted, throwing their lives into chaos. His father, Lajos, was captured by the Russian army in the early stages of the war. As Lajos languished in Siberian captivity for 6 long years, Paul's mother, Anna, took the reins of the household, balancing her teaching job during the day with her son's care. To ensure Paul's education didn't suffer, a German governess was employed, and a tutor was brought in to teach him at home. Anna, still reeling from the loss of her daughters, chose to keep Paul away from school for much of his early years. Amidst the turmoil of war, the home became both a sanctuary and a classroom for young Paul. This period in Paul's life, marked by personal loss, familial separation, and a world in upheaval, would shape him in profound ways. It was here, in the crucible of adversity, that the foundation for his future as a mathematical genius was laid. And so, amidst the chaos of war, a mathematical prodigy was taking his first steps in the world of numbers. As Erdős grew, so did the political unrest in Hungary, shaping his life in ways one could hardly imagine. The end of World War I saw Hungary in a state of chaos. Democracy was fleeting. Soon a communist by the name of Bela Kun seized power, transforming Hungary into a left-wing Soviet republic. Erdős's mother, Anna, was then appointed as the head teacher of her school. However, when the communists called for a strike against Kun's regime, Anna chose to continue working. Her decision wasn't rooted in politics, but in her unwavering commitment to her students and their education. But Kun's reign was short-lived. When Romanian troops advanced on Budapest in July of 1919, Kun fled to Vienna, leaving a power vacuum. Miklos Horthy, a right-wing nationalist, took control. Horthy was swift in his actions against those he perceived as communists. Anna Erdős became a target owing to her defiance of the communist strike under Kun's regime. She was dismissed from her post, and fear seeped into their lives as Horthy's men prowled the streets, dealing out death to Jews and communists. By 1920, Horthy brought in anti-Jewish laws, eerily similar to those that Hitler would introduce in Germany a mere 13 years later. These laws cast a long, dark shadow on Erdős's future, particularly his education. Yet amidst this political tumult, 1920 brought a glimmer of light for Erdős as his father, Lajos, returned home from Siberia. Throughout this upheaval, the impact on Erdős was profound. With anti-Jewish laws threatening his educational prospects and the fear and uncertainty brought about by Horthy's regime, Erdős's world was in turmoil. Yet, the young Erdős found an escape, a sanctuary from the storm of politics and prejudice. He turned to the world of numbers, equations, and theorems, a world where logic ruled, not men. In the midst of political turmoil, Erdős found solace and sanctuary in the world of mathematics. 1920 marked a turning point in Erdős's life as he was reunited with his father and began his journey into higher education. Lajos Erdős returned home from Siberia after 6 long years in captivity, a period he spent learning English. However, without an English teacher, his pronunciation was far from perfect, a quirk that he would unknowingly pass on to his son. Lajos, with an unyielding spirit fostered in harsh Siberian conditions, began teaching Paul English. This quirky and distinctive accent became one of the defining characteristics of Paul Erdős, setting him apart in the global academic community. It was a symbol of his unique upbringing, a testament to the resilience of his father, and an emblem of the rich tapestry of experiences that shaped this mathematical prodigy. The year 1930 ushered in another significant milestone for Erdős. Despite the existing restrictions on Jews, his exceptional talent in mathematics could not be ignored. Erdős won a national examination and earned the right to enter the University Pázmány Péter in Budapest. Imagine the sense of achievement, of affirmation, that young Erdős must have felt. He was stepping into a realm where his intellectual prowess could truly shine, where he could delve deeper into the mysteries of numbers and equations, and where he could begin to leave his mark on the world. By 1934, Erdős had earned his doctorate, a testament to his sheer determination, innate talent, and unwavering perseverance. His academic journey did not stop there, however. Erdős was granted a postdoctoral fellowship at Manchester, essentially forcing him to leave Hungary due to his Jewish background. This move marked the beginning of Erdős's extensive travels in the United Kingdom, where he would cultivate relationships with other mathematical luminaries. Despite the odds, Erdős was carving out a path for himself in the academic world. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, the pursuit of knowledge, and the enduring spirit of human curiosity. The late 1930s brought a new chapter in Erdős's life, one that would make him a global citizen. With rising anti-Jewish sentiments in Hungary, Erdős found himself on a path towards exile. His brilliance, however, had not gone unnoticed. Winning a national examination, he secured a postdoctoral fellowship in Manchester. This move marked the beginning of a journey that would take him beyond the borders of his homeland. In Manchester, Erdős began to traverse the academic landscape of the United Kingdom. He met with fellow mathematicians, forging connections that would last a lifetime. He had the opportunity to meet Hardy in Cambridge in 1934 and Ulam in 1935. These interactions were not just about sharing knowledge, they were about building a community, a network of brilliant minds that transcended geographical boundaries. Despite the political turbulence back home, Erdős maintained a strong connection with Budapest. Thrice a year, he would return to the city that nurtured his love for numbers. However, the political landscape of Europe was rapidly changing. The rise of Hitler in Austria in March of 1938 had far-reaching effects. Erdős's planned spring visit to Budapest had to be cancelled. Though he visited during the summer, the escalating Czech crisis in September the same year forced him to return hurriedly to England. These were uncertain times, but for Erdős they were also transformative. The world was his classroom, and every journey, every interaction, was a step towards becoming a world traveler. His love for mathematics was his compass, guiding him through the tumultuous waters of political upheaval. Yet as one chapter of his life was ending, another was about to begin. Europe was closing its doors, but across the Atlantic, new opportunities were arising. Erdős found himself on a path leading to the United States. Little did he know that this journey would mark the next significant phase of his life, shaping his future in ways he could not have imagined. As doors closed in Europe, new ones were opening for Erdős in the United States. As Erdős set foot in the United States, a new era began, not just for him, but for the world of mathematics. Erdős was welcomed into the United States with open arms, the land of opportunity that offered him a fellowship at the prestigious Princeton University. This move marked a significant shift in his life and career as he transitioned from a young scholar in Europe to an esteemed mathematician in the United States. At Princeton, Erdős found himself amidst the greatest minds of his time. Here he was not just another mathematician, he was a prodigy. His unique approach to problem solving, coupled with his insatiable curiosity, made him a standout figure in his field. Erdős's fellowship at Princeton was more than just an academic endeavor. It was a sanctuary, a place where he could work without the threat of persecution that had hung over him in his home country. It was here, in the hallowed halls of Princeton, that Erdős began to make his mark in the world of mathematics. But Erdős was not just a mathematician. He was a catalyst for change. He brought with him a unique style of collaborative mathematics, sparking innovations and advancements that would leave a lasting impact on the field. Erdős was not just solving equations, he was building a community. As he delved into his work at Princeton, Erdős began to make significant contributions to several areas of mathematics. His work was characterized by his unique ability to simplify complex problems, breaking them down into their most basic elements. His innovative approach to mathematics started to draw attention, and soon his name was known throughout the mathematical community. But Erdős was not just about numbers and equations. He was a man with a mission, driven by a deep-seated desire to understand the world around him. For Erdős, mathematics was not just a career, it was a way of life. Erdős's journey was far from over. His contributions to mathematics were just beginning to take shape, leaving an indelible mark on the world. As we look back at Erdős's life, we see a journey marked by adversity, resilience, and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Born into a world at war, Erdős found solace in the realm of numbers, a haven crafted by his mathematical parents. The early loss of his siblings and the absence of his father during World War I shaped Erdős into a unique individual, one who sought comfort in calculations and proved theorems. Erdős's life was not only about overcoming personal and political obstacles. It was also about his profound contributions to the field of mathematics. His work spanned across several branches of mathematics, including number theory, combinatorics, and probability theory. He authored or co-authored over 1,500 papers, a feat unmatched by any mathematician to date. His relentless dedication to his work and his unique approach to problem-solving have left an indelible mark in the annals of mathematics. Perhaps one of the most intriguing aspects of Erdős's life was his nomadic lifestyle. Having no permanent home or job, he traveled the world, visiting colleagues and collaborating on mathematical problems. He was a mathematical wanderer, carrying his belongings in a suitcase and offering his brain in return for a place to sleep and work. This approach to life earned him both admiration and bemusement, but it was this eccentricity that allowed him to collaborate with hundreds of mathematicians worldwide, fostering a sense of community and camaraderie in a field often viewed as solitary. Erdős's life is a testament to the power of resilience and passion. Despite the challenges he faced, he remained steadfast in his pursuit of mathematical truth. His work has influenced generations of mathematicians, and his unique approach to problem-solving continues to inspire. He was more than a mathematician. He was a beacon of perseverance and a symbol of intellectual curiosity. Paul Erdős, a man of numbers and a citizen of the world, made the world of mathematics richer with his contributions. His legacy continues to inspire mathematicians around the globe.